bluegill bass and a hoover writes, graveyard wave, out of sight, floating along all the way to my place. Seaman sticks the ground. Glad I would be if I ask you to be the right whore in my ear. People in boats, people in boats. Dear alligator, waitress, bend for me, paint me a wave, and on the wall I'll be shark-eyed. Bluegill bass and a hoover writes, graveyard wave, out of sight, floating along all the way to my place. Seaman sticks the ground. Glad I would be if I ask you to be the right whore in my ear. People in boats, people in boats. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thanks, James, for playing it with Nickel today. We had a lot of fun.
Good, thank you.
Appreciate you playing. Why don't you tell me how long you've been playing guitar?
I would guess about 22 years at this point.
22 years, yeah. I can tell watching you today that you've got it down really well.
Oh, thank you.
And I understand that your daytime job is actually teaching guitar, correct?
Yeah, I teach full-time at B-Sharp Guitars, 6 days a week. Teaching about 46 students a week right now.
Excellent. What got you into playing guitar in the first place, or interested in music?
My mom played me Elvis records when I was a little boy.
Oh, really? Got the bug, huh?
Got the bug from Elvis, and then it was the Beatles, and then it was all over. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you a little bit about your new album, the new project you have out. You want me to tell me a little bit about the background of that and what's all gone into that, the creative process? And
Sure. It started off as a side project. I was actually at the time I was in kind of a '90s noise rock band when I first started writing these songs, and they were misfits. They didn't work in the band I was in, and then it became a life of its own. And the initial vision was kind of like a 21st century Pink Floyd record.
Oh, okay.
But there's a huge world of music out there, so then it really kind of just took a life of its own.
Right. And why don't you tell me about the actual songwriting that you do? What inspires you, and what type of things do you like to write about?
I try to, I guess, one of my first loves as a young kid too as well, not only rock and roll, was poetry.
Okay.
So I've read a lot of poetry, and I still am a big fan of that.
Okay.
And I think that's a big influence. I think Robinson Jeffries said that poetry should be timeless. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the work ethic I try to do with my lyrics. They should be timeless. They should be classic, whether it's 2007 or 1965. Or 2009, almost 10. So that's kind of the influence there on that.
And then, could you name a couple artists that you feel as though have been an influence on both your playing and songwriting?
I would like to think that they all have. Everything I've encountered, I'm kind of a musical junkie.
Okay.
I'm currently, of course, a big fan of course, Elliott Smith, and of course, Bob Dylan's always the king.
Oh, right.
And the list just goes from there on. I've been tearing up a Jay Mascis album though at home, so I mean, there's no barrier. It's all good. from Waylon Jennings to Stan Getz.
So it's kind of like it's like a sponge. You're just absorbing things as they come in,
or it's a study.
Yeah. Okay. What do you hope to do with your music in the future? I mean, what do you aspire to do?
I would like to just continue to do it and
Okay.
do it well. I don't really have any delusions of grandeur at this point. As long as it can keep the integrity of the music alive and keep it real, I think it'll be fun. And if people can enjoy it, that's really great. Check out my James Rood MySpace.
Okay.
MySpace, James Rood. I've got 3 songs on there at this point, and that's a good start, and I'm trying to add to that daily as well.
Okay. All right, James. Well, thank you very much for playing here today at Wood Nickel, and good luck with everything in the future.
Thank you, Bob.